Yo, what is up guys? Xeno here, back again for another video. So today I'm going to be making a tutorial video on how to solo Cyrus, the boss in Everbloom. So I did just learn how to solo him fully yesterday, and I posted that video before. I was, I believe, the 17th person to ever beat him solo, as that's the badge number I got. But yeah, so it's going to be a quick rundown of all the moves, how to deal with them, and then probably just a montage of me beating him at the end. But go ahead and skip through to all the moves if you don't understand which move. I should have them all listed out. This will probably go over every single transformation he has and around the HP that he does it as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, so for starters, I'm going to talk about your enchant and your weapon. So for me, I think two weapons are the best, either sword or claymore or greatsword. It doesn't really matter. I personally go with sword because I like the fact that you can get more swings in, though you can kind of do the same thing with claymore. I think it's just better for the enchant that we're going to be using that I'm talking about later, just because you can get more swings and proc it more. So for the enchant, it is going to be vampirism. You're going to want vampirism. Now, of course, if you're just someone who has already mastered it and you don't need healing, you can just go a damage enchant. But for anyone that's just learning or doesn't have it mastered, vampirism is going to be saving you hard. It gives you a lot of HP, and it just benefits you for learning the kit. So I would suggest vampirism for anyone trying this. It just makes it a whole lot easier. Next up, I want to talk about skills. Do not use skills. I don't think it is good at all to use any skills in the fight. I would stay strictly with M1s. I think M1s deal way more damage to the boss, and I think they're a lot better for guaranteed hits. So the first move I want to talk about is the wave attack. So this is the move he starts off with every single fight. He will turn red with his arm up and a sound cue will pop up. And after that red flash goes away and that sound cue goes away, you want to jump. You can dodge, but I wouldn't suggest dodging. I would jump. You want to jump, and then you want to pay attention to the boss, and if he flashes purple, you want to block for a perfect block, because if he turns purple, he's going to do a second wave attack, and that's a lot faster than the first. So I would be prepared whenever you see that attack to go off. Be prepared to block for that second one. All right, the next move we're going to be talking about is the beam move. So he will flash in his first mode, or in his starter form, he will flash 3 times, and it will either be blue or red. There will only ever be one red in the chain. Red means guard break. So if you see red, whichever one that is in the chain, that's the guard break. So if he flashes blue, blue, red, that means his third beam will be a guard break. It is a randomized, so it's not always the same pattern. So you need to be paying attention once again to the boss, and you need to remember the order that the flashes came through. And to block the red beam, what I do is I focus guard. So let's say you flash blue, blue, red once again. You're going to block the first 2, and then you're going to focus guard the last one. There is also a chance that he does do this move back to back, and in that case, usually your focus guard will be on cooldown. So what I suggest is, let's say he flashes blue, red, blue. What you're going to do is you're going to block the first one, then you're going to dodge the red one, and then block the last one again. So if you're ever focus guard on cooldown, you want to dodge the beam instead. The next move is the Hell Rain. So this is the move where he spawns a bunch of pillars, and then they will shorten, and then they will explode wide. So this move is pretty easy to dodge. You just want to be out of the area that they will show up in. But if you are stuck in that area and you cannot leave, you can time the dodge for when they explode. It's very easy to dodge, so if you ever get caught up, you can dodge it. The next attack is the attack I call Sun Bubbles. So he shoots these yellow orbs, depending, or whatever color he is in his mode, and he shoots these orbs out, and these orbs explode after a set duration. The duration is very easy to remember, so after seeing it a few times, you could probably get the timing down, and you can dodge it if you need to. I would suggest to just move out of the way though. I think that's the easiest way to deal with it, but if you do get caught up once again, you can just dodge. All right, next attack we have is Sunstrike, is what I call it. It is the TP drop down move where he will flash purple, circle with his fist up, and it has a little blue aura around it, and he will basically be charging that attack right there, and then he will TP above you and drop down. I find the best way to deal with this is to perfect block it. So you just want to block whenever he TPs right above you. It's very easy as long as you're paying attention. The only hard part about it is sometimes he will use it like while a move is going on, so you just need to pay attention and make sure that you perfect block that in time. You can dodge it also if necessary. All right, and then we have his transformation here. So this transformation happens at a roughly around 60% HP from what I've seen, and it always happens at the same amount of HP. And he will take his shirt off and he'll turn orange, and then he will explode. That explosion does deal damage, so you want to stay clear of that explosion and make sure you're out of its range. And then he will always do the TP fist attack. So he will charge up, teleport, and drop down on you with a fist, and he will do this twice. In this mode, he does it twice. Remember that. He will always do it twice in this mode. So he will charge up, drop down on you. You want to perfect block it. You can dodge, but I find perfect blocking be way easier. You just block when he TPs above you, and you'll have it down, and then you just perfect block the second one, and you'll be good to go. But if you do get stuck, once again, you can always dodge. Also, I do want to say this, when he is in his orange mode, you can usually get 2 M1 strings off. So you can land all 4 of your M1s, and then you can run at him and land another 4. So you can really chunk his HP down in this mode, and it is the easiest way to kill him. Next up, we have the enhanced beam. So when he is in his orange form, he does 4 beams this time. Once again, only one is the red or guard break beam. So you want to pay attention to the order, and you want to remember which number is the red beam, and you want to focus guard it. It's the same as last time, just this time it has 4. Next up, we have enhanced sun bubbles. So all it is the sun bubbles from the last one, just enhanced. It does more damage, and there are more of them. It is the same way to deal with it. You have to get out of the way, or you want to dodge on time. I would suggest, once again, getting out of the way, because in this form he is a lot quicker, so he will stack moves very fast. Next up, we have the enhanced hell rain. So for this move, he is extraordinarily quick with it, so you need to be very wary of this move, because this move ends very quickly for him. So he will start it and it will still be lingering, and he will start an entirely another move while this move is still going on. So you need to make sure you're out of the way of this move, and you need to be paying attention to the other moves that he's most likely casting while this move is still going on. Next up, we have the enhanced wave attack. So while he's in his mode, this wave attack is the same charge up as last time, except the follow up is much quicker. So to be safe, I would suggest, if you jump over this attack, to just block right after, because usually if you just block right after you touch the ground, if he does do a follow attack, you will perfect block it anyways. But if you do have fast enough reaction time like I do, I personally just wait and see. But I know a lot of people can't actually react that fast, so you could just preemptively block and you should be good. But it's the same way to deal with it as last time. Jump over it and then PB the second one, and you should be good. All right, next up we have his last form. So this form is when he turns red. There is no animation for it. He just turns red once you get him low enough. I'd say it's around 15 to 20% HP left, and in this mode all his attacks are enhanced. They deal more damage, and for certain attacks they have some changes. Now, while the Sun Sovereign is in his red mode, his TP drop down attack can be feinted. So what I mean by this is he will do the first one always. If you see the animation for it, he'll do the first one, but he will not always do the second one every time. He can do the second one, but sometimes he can feint it, meaning he won't do the second one. So you have to really be paying attention when he does this move, because he will TP, drop down on you, and let's say you PB it, and then he'll straight up start another move right away. So you need to be very quick on this move and be preemptive and make sure that you are following everything the boss is doing. Now, I'm gonna lump these two together, but the Hell Rain and the Sun Spots or Sun Bubbles, they are just enhanced. They have more, once again, and they deal more damage, but they are both a lot quicker. These two moves will be spammed in unison. Not every time, but usually. These two moves last for a long time, but he can stack moves with this, and he will do this very often in the red phase. He will start stacking moves with these moves. So he'll use Sunspots, he'll use Hell Rain, and then he'll charge a beam at you at the same exact time. It's very difficult to deal with, and you have to be very, very wary of your position. Next up is the Wave Attack. So the Wave Attack while he's in the red phase is just extraordinarily fast. If he does do two, they usually happen back to back almost instantly. instantly, so you have close to no reaction time. So on this one, I do usually preemptively block. You want to jump the first one and block right away for the second one. He seems to like to do this move while he has other moves going on, so it is very hard to deal with, and you need to be very, very careful. Next up, we have the beam move. So the beam move in the red phase is just 4. It is the same as the last one. It's 4 beams. However, the indicators are a lot quicker to go away, so you really need to be paying attention to the boss. That is the only way to actually see these indicators, because they go away so quick. They flash like doom, 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 doom. So you really need to be wary, and I just say keep your eyes on the boss at all times in this phase. But alright guys, that is going to be the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now there's just going to be a clip of me soloing the boss, so if you want to see how I utilize these techniques, here you go. Alright, and that is the solo boss right there. That was a little close. I did mess up quite a few times, but all in all, I did a first try there. And you guys can too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.